Hacktivism refers to hacking with for a cause, comprises of hackers with a social or political agenda, aims at sending across a message through their hacking activity and gaining visibility for their cause and themselves. Common target includes government agency, MNCs, or any other entity perceived as bad or wrong by these groups or individuals. It remains a fact, however, that gaining unauthorized access is a crime, no matter what the intent. What do ethical hackers do? If you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Sun Tzu, Art of War. Ethical hackers tries to answer what can the intruder see on the target system, reconnaissance scanning phase of hacking. What can an intruder do with that information, gaining access and maintaining access phases? Does anyone at the target notice the intruder's attempts or success? Reconnaissance and covering track phases. If hired by an organization and ethical hackers ask the organization what it's trying to protect, against whom and what resource it's willing to expand in order to gain protection. A skill profile of an ethical hacker: computer expert, adept at technical domains, in-depth knowledge about target platforms such as Windows, Unix, Linux, and Android, exemplary knowledge in networking and related hardware, software, knowledge about security areas and related issues that are not necessarily security professionals. How do they go about it? Any security evolution involves three components. First, preparation. In this phase, a formal contract is signed that contains a non-disclosure clause as well as a legal clause to protect the ethical hacker against any prosecution that he may attract during the conduct phase. The contractor also outlines infrastructure, perimeter, evaluation activities, time schedules, and resources available to him. Conducting this phase, the evaluation technical report is prepared based on testing potential vulnerabilities. Conclusion: in this phase, the result of the evaluation is communicated to the organization. Sponsors and corrective advice. Action is taken if needed. Modes of ethical hacking. Remote network. This mode attempts to simulate an intruder launch an attack over the internet. Remote dial-up network. This mode attempts to simulate an intruder launching an attack against the client's modem pools. Local network. This mode simulates an employee with legal access gaining unauthorized access over the local network. Stolen equipment. This mode simulates theft of a critical information resource such as laptop owned by a strategist, taken by the client unaware of its owner and given to the ethical hacker. Social engineering. This aspect attempts to check the integrity of the organization's employees. Physical entry. This mode attempts to physically compromise the organization's ICT infrastructure. Security testing. There are many different forms of security testing. Examples include vulnerability scanning, ethical hacking, and penetration testing. Security testing can can be conducted using one of two approaches: black box with no prior knowledge of the infrastructure to be tested, white box with complete knowledge of the network infrastructure. Internal testing is also known as gray box testing, and this examines the extent of access by insiders within the networks. Now, deliverables. Includes these points like ethical hacking report, details the results of hacking activity, matching it against the work schedule decided prior to the conduct phase. Vulnerabilities are detailed and avoidance measures suggested, usually delivered in hard copy format for security reasons. Issues to consider: non-disclosure clause in the legal contract, availing the right information to the right person, integrity of the evaluation team, sensitivity of information. Next topic is about computer crimes and implications. The first point regarding this is Cyber Security Enhancement Act 2002 implicates life sentences for hackers who recklessly endanger the lives of others. The CSI FBI 2002 Computer Crime and Security Survey noted that 90% of the respondents acknowledged security breaches, but only 34% reported the crime to law enforcement agencies. The FBI Computer Crime Squad estimates that between 85 to 97% of computer intrusions are not even detected. A stigma associated with reporting security lapses. Legal perspective: U.S. federal laws. Federal Crime Code related to computer crimes. First, Code 1029, fraud and related activities in connection with access devices. Code 1030, fraud and related activity in connection with computers. Code 1362, communication lines, station or system. Code 2510, wire and electronic communication, interception and interception of oral communication. Code 2701, stored wire and electronic communications and transactional record access. Section 1029. Now know about the subsection. Whoever. First, knowingly and with intent to defraud, produces, uses or traffics in one or more counterfeit access devices. Second, knowingly and with intent to defraud, traffics in or uses one or more unauthorized access devices during an 1 year period, and by such conduct obtaining anything of value aggregating $1,000 or more during that period. Knowingly and with intent to defraud, possesses 15 or more devices which are counterfeit or unauthorized access devices. Knowingly and with intent to defraud, produces, trafficking, has control or custody of or possesses device making equipment. Section 1029. 5. Knowingly and with intent to defraud, effect transactions with one or more access devices issued to another persons or persons to receive payment or any other things of value during 1 year period, the aggregate value of which is equal to or greater than $1,000. 6. Without the authorization of the issuers of the access device, knowingly and with intent to defraud, solicits a person for the purpose of A. offering an access device, or B. selling information regarding or an application to obtain access device. Knowingly and with intent to defraud, produces, traffic in, has control or custody or possess a telecommunication instrument that has been modified or altered to obtain unauthorized use of telecommunications services.